Hi everybody! I have the next card in my online card class for the Celebrate Sunflowers, and today I'm going to show you another technique, and this is, I just call it the dinge technique. You just make your cardstock a little dingy just to make it look like an old piece of fencing that's been around for quite a while. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I want to show you again. We just used, what I used for this was the Celebrate Sunflowers. I used the dies out of it. I used the cutouts from the first card we made. So these are the pieces that I pulled out from the other technique. And then I also used this for the background piece that I cut out of the gingham, and it's from the Stitched So Sweetly and the So Sentimental bundle. And I used the leaves and these leaves from the sunflowers. I did use a smaller leaf to go along with this, and it came from the Magnolia Morning. But you could always use two of these if you wanted to, if you don't have the Magnolia Morning. I also used, again, this that I used in the other card for a vase, but this time I used it as a label. And these are really nice. They're the Tasteful Touches dies that goes with the Tasteful Touches stamp set. So this is a really nice set. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to bring in the Big Shot. I'm going to put this out of the way so I don't run over it. So what you're going to need a sponge. You're going to need some early espresso ink. You're going to need some Pool Party cardstock cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And you're going to need the pine wood planks, and this is the dynamic folder, and with the dynamic folder you only need one of the acrylic plates, and you need your embossing platform. So make sure you don't get the regular platform, which is a magnetic one for cutting out your dies. So you're going to take some of your early espresso ink, and you're going to get it on your sponge. And, just however you like it, if you like it a little bit or you like a lot, and you do want to look for the logo, the Stampin' Up! Logo, this is the front of your embossing folder. So you're just going to rub just a little bit in the crevices, because that's going to go into your cardstock. And like I said, you can add more if you like it dingier. So then just put your piece of cardstock in, and you notice I didn't put a plate on the bottom, you just use one. So then you just crank it through, and it doesn't feel like it has a whole lot of resistance, but it is doing its job. So if you feel like it's not enough, you could always put a shim underneath. Just don't put another plate underneath, or you're gonna crack your Big Shot. So it just gave it a little bit of the brown in there. So we're going to put this to the side, and then what I do is I come in with my craft ink, and I have to keep this in a baggie because I must have over inked it, and it just kind of spills out the side. So it'll calm down, and then I just drag it over the cardstock just so you hit the high spots. If you want to get, like you've had some paint splotches on there, you can just dab it around. If you don't like it, just drag it back through again and drag some of the craft ink off, and then just try it again. I like to do the edges too, just just play with it however you like it. It's not like you see that much of the background anyway. So then we'll just close this up and put it away. Put it back in the bag in a little bit. So I'm going to put my other inks over there. So I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to bring the card back over so you can see it, and we're going to put it together. And on mine, I forgot, I wanted to use dimensionals to pop it up. I think it just needs it. And also when you get yours, I did take rhinestones. I don't know, have you ever colored them? You can color rhinestones or pearls, any color you want, with a Sharpie. And you can also do it with your blends, which I just happen to have the Sharpie out. And you just color them in. Like I said, you can also do it with your blends, and that way it matches exactly to whatever project you're working on. So when you get your kit, everything will be inside of your envelope. So you just want to pour it all out, see what you got. You should have a small piece of ribbon, and this is going to go around your art piece after you get this guy on. And then this is going to be used to tie your bow. And this is just the old olive that came from the Ornate Garden Suite. So there was the old olive, and then there was the terracotta tile. So figured for this one I'd use the old olive. So we'll put these to the side for a minute, and we'll bring this in. All you want to do is you would just want to glue down your piece of gingham. And I like the little squares, so we'll just put that right there. Pop this on here. And then I just want to go ahead and show you how you do your bow. So you're gonna need some tape, some Scotch tape, and this is what I do at almost all of my classes to save just a little bit of ribbon, and you can do it at home too. So you just take it and you bring it around to the back, and then you tape it down. So then just tape this down. Okay, you're ready for your next step. And this, I want to pop it up too. I think it just would have been better. I didn't do it on this one, but I am going to do it on this one. And I would suggest, if you have dimensionals, to go ahead and do this for yourself as well. So then just pop this right over top of your ribbon. You might need to put another one under there just to give it some extra stability. Okay. And we're going to come in with our flowers. And this one I had tried the technique with our new adhesive sheets, and it didn't work. So I thought, well, I'll just use this one for the example, and that way, you know, it wouldn't be in anybody's packet all gooped up. So we're just going to lay this down right about here. Just make that stay down. And then I just put the leaves, you know, just give them a little bit of glue on the bottom. I always like to kind of leave my leaves loose so that they have a little bit of movement to them. I don't like them laying flat. So just stick this under here, because the center is going to be covered anyway, so it doesn't matter if you can see that. But I like to see as much of the leaves as possible. So then give it a little more glue along just at the bottom. The bottle does not want to stay up to date for whatever reason. Let's just stick that right under here. Lay it down. Okay, and then let's bring in our leaves again. You can pop these just underneath, just so you can see them. And I think these two look good together because they're a little bit different. They're not the same. And I did give you 2 of each in your packet, so you can mix them, you can match them, you can do whatever you want with them. If you like them to be the same, you don't like them to be different, they're yours. You can fix them however you want. So let's bring in the yellow part. We need some more dimensionals. So we're just going to pop these on here. I think it'll just give it, and I like to offset a little bit so it's not the same cut, so it's a little bit different. So just pop that there. And this guy, you're going to need another dimensional for the center. And I would, if you want to, while you have your sponge out, just brush it around the edge just a little bit, and it just makes it pop. And you might need a little more. I think I'm going to bring in a little more for mine. I think it just gives gives it extra depth and makes it pop better. So just sponge the edges just lightly. So then you want to come in with your dimensional. And just pop it in the center. Yeah, like that. So then the friend, and of course I forgot to use the my new adhesive sheets. I forgot to order them first thing, so then I had to wait for them, and I had already cut my words out. But these, it would be great to have the adhesive sheets and run your words through, and it's a whole lot easier than trying to get the glue on there. And of course I could have used my sheet like that I usually do, but no, I was in a hurry again. You know, it's just been one of those days, but you get the idea. And you just want to put your friend on here and make him straight. And then I just came in with my rhinestones, and I popped one in the center of the sunflower, and then just pop the other ones out, and then use the other one for your friend for the eye. Then you come in with your other piece of ribbon. And the great thing about this, when you cut two separate pieces, you can put that ribbon anywhere you want if you need to slide it around. And this guy's bugging me, so I think I'm going to have to bring him down a little bit. Yeah, that's better. So just bring it down a little bit. You know, that's the great thing about the dimensionals. They don't stick like crazy, and then you can move your stuff around a little bit. But for your ribbon, you can move it around, and it makes it so much easier to tie when you do it this way. So you just make your loop, keep it flat as possible on the bottom, bring it around, and then just bring it through the bottom. Oops. Oh, let's try that again. Sometimes that happens. So make your loop, keep it flat on the bottom, then bring it around and pull it through. So then you can just fiddle around with it a little bit and straighten it up. And I tried to give you a generous piece so it's not hard for you to tie your bow. Sometimes when you have too small of a piece, it makes it hard. So this way, you can leave the tail on it long too. I like that too. So, isn't that pretty? I like this card, and I do like it with the dimensionals better. And then you can even, you know, since it's only in the center, you can pop this up and give it some more dimension. And then of course you just add it to your card base. You know, just put your glue on the back of it. And just make sure your cardstock's going the right way. I'm going to glue it on upside down or something. Not that I've ever done that, mind you. So then you just bring in your scissors and you just trim it a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to enjoy all that ribbon. So tell me what you think. Leave me a thumbs up. And if you do anything different to yours, I'd love to see it. Thanks a lot. Bye.